In 2017, I got the opportunity to see Paula Abdul live as part of what was called the Total Package Tour, which had performances by Paula Abdul, Boyz II Men, and New Kids on the Block. I was born in 1996, so, Boyz II Men and New Kids never played a big part in my childhood, but I grew up watching Paula Abdul on American Idol.
Emotions, something I can't contain.
I do sincerely enjoy her music. Even saying that, it's I do feel a little bit of cringe. I got this shirt at the concert. I wore it to Trader Joe's one day, and the cashier asked me if I was a Paula Abdul fan, and I said, I guess so. Paula Abdul has never really been known as a singer.
Paula Abdul ain't that girl is singing off key on the record.
So after the concert, I began listening to a lot more of her music and just generally researching. I came across this reality show called Hey Paula. I think at this point I've watched this show 5 or 6 total times. And holy shit, this show is a shit show.
Now the recipient,
I see how you're...
Please, I'm trying to tell a goddamn story.
I want to talk about it. I'm going to cite Wikipedia. Hey Paula was a reality show from 2007 that aired on Bravo for a total of 7 episodes. It was not renewed. It was not successful. The Wikipedia article goes out of its way to mention how Paula's behavior on the show was revealed to be less than exemplary. And I'd have to agree.
You need to go tell him I worked my ass off on doing that. My ass off, Jeff.
Paula and her team attributed this to deceptive editing, which, yeah, reality shows do to distort the truth. It's a reality show. They have to create a narrative. But some of the things in this show do look bad, I think, regardless of the context.
Do you guys understand that, or do I need to explain more?
This show also feels kind of boring at times, but stressful, too. And I think that's because every plot point in this show is about Paula and her team needing to go somewhere to do something. We don't see any moments in the show where Paula isn't, on the clock. And maybe that's just the nature of her life at the time. I would say it probably was, just based on everything that I've seen. But let's talk about the cast as a whole. First, there's obviously Paula Abdul.
Oh my God, Sarah, that's Paula Abdul!
I love you too.
Next, we have Jeff.
My ass off, Jeff.
Jeff is her publicist, and he seems to be the only other character that gets face interviews aside from Paula.
Paula's doing probably her 40th interview right now, and her answers are getting more and more erratic.
I'm a dancer.
Oh, he's also Charlie Sheen's publicist and has been Charlie Sheen's publicist for years.
I use a blender, I use a vacuum cleaner, I use, household items. When was the last time I ingested or took drugs?
Yes.
We're also introduced to Daniel.
My hair looks orange, Daniel.
What are you shitting about that makeup?
Kylie and Courtney. Daniel is Paula's best friend and also her hairstylist. Kylie is her wardrobe stylist, who I discovered has also worked for Charlie Sheen in the past. And we have Courtney, her personal assistant.
Sorry, I didn't know they were that tight. I just know they look really good on you. Oh, thanks. They're supposed to be tight. Thanks, Courtney.
Oh, and then there's Marina, her housekeeper that we see for one episode.
It all depends on Marina, because if Marina says I look nice, then come here, Marina. Oh, poor Marina, she's cleaning up the dog poop.
The interaction that Paula has with Marina, it has the same energy as Kate Berlant's episode of The Characters on Netflix.
And this is Louisa, who I can't see right now, but she is the spine of everything I do. That feels good.
Episode 1 is called This Is My Life.
I know. This is my life.
We begin with Paula and her team at her house. She is getting ready to go to the Grammys, and then after that, she's got to catch an early morning flight to Philadelphia to go do a show for QVC.
Most people's days are 24 hours. Mine are 48. Welcome to Paula time.
And this really sets the tone for her mental state for the rest of the series.
I'm tired.
A lot of this is just exposition of her getting ready for the Grammys. They're looking at expensive jewelry amongst all of Paula's dogs. Kylie seems a little bit anxious.
They want eat anything.
Hey.
What would the odds of that be?
What is Chops eating? She eating a ring? Oh my God, she's eating a ring. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out.
Paula introduces the fact that she has been working on outfits for the live-action Bratz doll movie.
I created all the clothes and jewelry and accessories at my own expense months ago. And now they've stopped returning calls.
Jeff, her publicist,
Tiger blood.
says that the people working on the Bratz dolls movie want to see the outfits that she's designed.
They want to see your designs like today.
Ridiculous, just because, you know, we've been waiting forever.
This is one of the moments where, and there are a few of these, where the editing on the show is really confusing because now it seems like she's mad that it's taken so long for them to get back to her, but she also said that they haven't been returning her calls.
And I put way more thought and care into it than anyone else ever possibly could. That's because I know this movie, I know these girls, and I know this project. And to be screwed over, I've already had it.
They also fired the wardrobe person. There's a lot that the show does not tell us about what's going on with the Bratz movie. We just know that it's not going well. This will come back later. So, after the Grammys, Paula needs to get to the airport. Her team is anxious that she is going to miss her flight, but they finally do get to the airport on time. But then...
I thought you were giving me sweats. We have sweats packed. Why these pants? Why these pants?
Are they too tight?
Do you want us to grab other pants?
So Courtney and Kylie packed the wrong outfit, and Paula is not happy at all about this.
Not okay.
So she gets like the sweatpants, or no, she gets the jeans. There are more problems.
I want my white tennis shoes, please.
What about your black ones?
I don't think we ever see Courtney again in this show.
Thanks, Courtney.
Episode 2 is called Sleepless in New York.
Oh, can I get a Starbucks, you think?
It's the middle of the night, Paula. How are you going to sleep?
Sleeplessness is a recurring theme in this show.
She's going to a student fashion award show of some sort to receive an award.
Why did I say that? Duh.
I don't think she slept at all since before QVC. After the award show, Paula goes to Starbucks. It's 2:30 in the morning.
I have no money. Why don't you guys just come up with something? Because I bore myself sometimes with the chai latte, not non-fat chai latte, or the not fat vanilla chai latte.
This is where the show first introduces that Paula actually has insomnia. This might explain some of her behavior later on in the show that we're gonna see.
Not good.
The next day, Paula is in a very tired state. She clearly has not slept. But today, you know, she's still gotta work, so they're going to work on her perfume line.
A little bit drier.
One of the perfumes is called Sexy Thoughts, which is a song
That slaps.
I also kept trying to find info about this perfume's release online, and I can't find a single thing about where or when it was sold. So I'm assuming it was never released. I wouldn't have noticed. I was like 11 years old when this show came out, so...
Why did I say that?
This has one of my favorite clips in the show.
So that's the violet. You're mixing violet and rose on your skin.
Uh-oh.
That's all right.
Nice.
That's all right. I see.
She's having fun here. It is a little bit worrisome, though, her behavior.
Everyone would feel like a sex pot, let me tell you that. And every man's gonna want to smell that.
On her third day in New York, Paula delivers what is an infamous interview, I would say, while promoting American Idol.
Good morning, everybody.
She can hear us. So tell us, what are you looking forward to this season?
How about a lot of you coming in?
She's talking to a bunch of different like news stations, and if you search for this interview online, people allege that she was drunk or on drugs.
Were you drunk when you were talking to me?
Drink it in, shoot it up. Paula Abdul, pop the pill.
The show kind of gives us a little bit more backstory. It shows us that she was, you know, sleepless.
She has flu, she's not feeling well, she hasn't slept.
She's giving multiple interviews at once to different news stations across the country. Oh, and someone messed up the feeds. So a news station in one city is asking her questions, but she's responding to questions to a station in a completely different city to a completely different anchor.
Paula was actually hearing a Fox TV station in Memphis and didn't hear our questions from Seattle.
Paula's doing probably her 40th interview right now, and her answers are getting more and more erratic.
Your anger and your hate, I think, is coming off as erratic to people.
Passion, my passion. It's all
Okay, your passion
Yes.
is coming off as erratic.
So this is bad. Episode 3 is called Woman of the Year.
This accusation of me being drunk and drugged up on television has made me seriously mad and saddened. So I've gathered my team together to figure out a way to set the record straight and let's deal with this properly.
You've got like serious conversations and Paula crying pretty badly.
It's not okay anymore. It's just not okay. Someone has to help me.
Paula's having a really bad time. Jeff says that Paula is her best promoter.
She's her own best sales promoter.
You saw the interview that she gave.
First and foremost, you have to do everything that you're scheduled to do.
Paula's doing probably her 40th interview.
I mean, you hate to say Paula Abdul's a product, but she is kind of a product. Every celebrity is a product. And as long as her product doesn't suck.
After this, Paula goes to Vegas.
The Gucci suit or the Gucci dress.
Oh, OMG, there's Courtney.
Smell good too.
Oh wait, that's not Courtney.
I'll be back.
Yeah, that's what the last assistant said too.
They're trying to make it seem like Paula is stalling and causing people that are depending on her arriving on time stress, I suppose. The show is saying that she's stalling to go to the award show in Vegas, but they edit in a clip of a woman talking on the phone, waiting for Paula. And this scene is from episode 4, but we're in episode 3, so I can't trust the narratives at all in the show now.
That one thing about the whole thing, I can't say receiving. I'm trying to say reciprocal, how to say receiving, as I try to say recipient.
The end of the episode's pretty boring. Kylie tries backing up a car in Paula's driveway. Episode 4 is All That Glitters. I don't know why it's called that. Paula's going to another event again. She's hosting an event for a group called In Defense of Animals.
Tonight we're at the IGA event.
We meet one of Paula's new assistants, Cher.
I have M&Ms and I put water in your bag.
Looking forward to seeing Paula. We'll see you soon.
Is that Eileen?
You're not slick, bravo. Why does she keep letting dogs lick her on the mouth, by the way?
That's, you know, thank you.
Paula's hungry. She eventually finds the food.
What is that? No.
Fish, fried fish.
Oh, God. It's not a problem. They gifted Paula a gift basket.
What are these things? I'm so hungry.
Paula's gonna go to QVC again. She has another breakdown about Chicken Soup for the Soul.
There's an email that came in. The guy from Chicken Soup for the Soul wants me to write the forward. You guys need to come to me and say, you need to get back to these people, Paul. You don't do that. Okay. Because you know what, Pam?
I know.
This is my life.
Paula drinks a Red Bull.
Breakfast of champions. Fly without strings and spread your wings.
Paula meets a fan. Then she tells the camera it's more fun to meet fans sleep deprived.
But I always make time for my fans, even if I'm sleep deprived. It's actually more fun then.
She's trying to take jewelry back for the American Idol contestants for free, which I guess makes some sense if you are... I mean, the show doesn't tell us about her involvement with this jewelry really, so I can't really make a judgment. QVC didn't set aside any of the jewelry for her, and all of the jewelry is sold out.
Necklace is completely sold out. They may be the only earrings left in the show because everything else is sold out.
Now I was feeling angry.
So Paula doesn't like this.
I'm tired of people not treating me like the gift that I am.
Then there's a blizzard and they're stuck in the hotel. They can't get to New York to do Letterman as soon as they would like, so they have to spend the night. Now we get to episode 5, Snowed In. Paula plays a prank.
I bought myself a form of beef jerky that resembled a big piece of dog poo. Marina, I'm sorry. What would happen if I placed that inside one of the beds?
The show edits in this fake scream that wasn't necessary. Paula has like a fun moment.
Bitch.
Oh shit, okay, the Bratz movie is back. She gets an email where they, long story short, they fire her from the movie. Dis bad, dis very bad.
I can't go with it.
2 hours. You know you like that.
You guys, please, I'm trying to tell a goddamn story. Where's God when you need him? Because this does not make any sense.
So the next day they get to New York. She's trying to fly out Daniel, who can't, get flown out in time.
Who's gonna do my hair and makeup here, right now, in New York. That's what I keep talking about. I'm not talking about anything else.
And also Billy, he's her consultant for speeches and interviews.
I need him more than I need Daniel. How about that? I'd rather have someone from JCPenney. I'd be willing to let them do my hair and makeup.
Was he there for that one?
Hey, you know what? It is what it is.
Billy and Daniel get there finally. Things are looking up. Patty, the new assistant, is doing a really good job, actually.
This girl, Patty, gets an A+ in my book.
It's just been very frustrating. I don't know, I kind of feel like I busted my ass, and I don't know where it's gonna go from here because I feel like I don't know if I'm the right person for her.
Now we meet Megan, and the show calls Megan a Paula Abdul superfan.
I've always wanted to meet her, so if I get to meet her, it would be like everything.
Honestly, this is really sweet. I'm very happy for Megan. She gets to meet Paula right after Letterman.
I'm so scared.
I think it is funny though that for this episode, which we're on episode 5, they edit in audio clips of Megan saying this.
This is the best day of my life.
I just think it's kind of odd. It's a weird intro. Episode 6 is called Summer Rental, and this is by far the most boring episode of the show, and essentially the last. Paula is renovating her house, so she's going to move into a rental house, which is a thing. Daniel, her hairdresser and best friend, is going to take care of the interior design for this rental house. Daniel says he knows Paula's taste. I don't know how confident I am in his assertion, but I mean,
Nice. Very nice.
I understand that Paula likes things that are kind of feminine and
A little more romantic. Feminine.
traditional.
You're saying a lot of things that I like.
He seems to be like reassuring himself that it's good.
It looks good. I mean, I like it. It looks good. It looks really good. I like this kitchen. It's a great room. This is good. Bedroom came out really nice.
So I bet Paula's going to love the house.
She wasn't happy.
I was so excited to move in here.
Paula hates bird cages.
Like, I always wanted to have white painted bird cage.
Every negative thought you have, build a house around it, right? So I continued to build these bird cages.
They're freaky. I always think there's gonna be a stuffed animal that has blood dripping out of its mouth. I can't even look at it, come on.
So after this, oh geez. So I look like a cartoon character. Oh. Okay. In the end, we learn that Paula is like not going to renovate her house, so the rental's not needed. And it's like, great story arc. All right, so episode 7 is called Shut Up and Dance, and it's like barely an episode. It's one of those episodes where they had a bunch of extra footage.
In this never-before-seen clip, check out what happens when Paula visits her best friend Daniel at his hair salon without an appointment.
Here's something we didn't get to show you. I don't think an episode like this is a good sign of a show's longevity. And it wasn't. It was the last episode. She goes to the doctor.
Although I've admitted to Botox, that they think that between 2003 and now that I've gone from a B cup to a D cup.
I can't imagine being the person that's drawing her blood in this scene. Oh, yeah. And then Paula talks to Billy Bush while she gets a massage in front of him.
Oh.
What star is face down? Getting a work from Dr. Song here.
It's easier to work on Shaquille O'Neal than it is me.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because Shaquille can't take it as deep as I can.
Shaquille can't take it like as deep as you can?
All of a sudden, I see her. She's now got the big phony and everything. She's totally changed her look.
She's your girl's hot in the purple.
Whoa!
Yes!
Whoa!
Yes, the Donald has scored!
That aged poorly, I think. There are other clips in this episode, and they are all taken out of context again, so, like, they don't really do anything for this show. It is weird, though, because when you watch this episode, you do see a side of Paula that looks a little bit more easygoing, and I think that highlights what bothers me about Hey Paula as a show. This show feels vindictive. Now, granted, there are several things that Paula did in the show that I would not condone. I think they were wrong. But this show only shows someone who is like breaking under pressure all of the time. You know, for like the runtime of this show, the attention is centered on these random pockets of drama. You know, and I think the show could have given us more insight into what Paula Abdul might have been going through at the time. So in episode 6, Paula mentions that she's had 14 spinal surgeries to deal with neck problems.
I've been through various dance injuries, a couple of car accidents, and I have metal plates in my neck.
Not only that, but there is a scene where she's taking Humira, which is for rheumatoid arthritis. Also, when she goes to the doctor, she mentions that she tripped over her dogs, and that's causing her a lot of pain.
Fell over my dog. I really hurt myself.
Up here, correct?
Everywhere. I have fractured my right hip.
The doctor even mentions that she needs more sleep.
Her adrenal glands have shut down. Because of that, body fatigue has just been profound.
What I'm trying to say is this show could have focused more on the pain that Paula was trying to deal with at the time, and that would have better contextualized possibly what was going on with her, and the narrative wouldn't be so erratic and just look at this celebrity doing something crazy for no reason. In 2005, Paula told USA Today that she had been diagnosed with reflex sympathetic dystrophy in 2004. RSD is a syndrome that basically causes like long-lasting pain in parts of the body. She's attributed that trauma to a cheerleading injury, a couple car crashes, and a plane crash of which there is no record. I'm not going to get into the veracity of that plane crash. You know, if someone's talking about a trauma they experienced, I don't want to question if it happened or not. It doesn't feel like my place. I know that article was from 2005 and the show's from 2007, but considering that even like now today, Paula Abdul is on a commercial for another arthritis medication.
Voltaren provides powerful arthritis pain relief to help me keep moving.
I think that struggle has continued to this day. Chronic pain doesn't just go away, it's chronic. My complaint about Hey Paula is that the show doesn't tell you anything about Paula dealing with chronic pain, and I don't know if Paula was open about that. That's another factor that I'd have to consider, but it doesn't. That would give credence to some of these bizarre behaviors that we see in the show. So the show is deceptive, and I feel like it was made with spite. Also, I hope that Jeff, her publicist, while dealing with a client getting such negative press, maybe would have convinced Paula not to do a reality show. But then again,
dying's for fools.
But you're only human.
So I went on Jeff's website and surprise, Paula is no longer his client. I do feel like it might have something to do with, you know, not only this stuff, but Paula's appearance in the movie Bruno.
How important is it for you to help other people?
Helping other people is so vital to my life. It's like the air that I breathe and the water that I drink.
She went on Watch What Happens Live on Bravo to discuss that appearance in Bruno.
Right after that, I said, thank God you didn't sign any agreement. Thank God my publicist, my then publicist says, oh, I had to. And it's in German. I'm like, you what?
I'm sorry, this is really not good.
We're leaving.
So that's it. Bye.
The way I've been treated like a piece of dog.
Poor Marina, she's cleaning up the dog poop.
It's Daniel's poop out there. Okay, I can hear you.